Alright, welcome to Space Engineers. This is a test for trying to build a spiral road down into the planet. The idea here is we're basically going to tap an Acme thread into Mars. So that's the plan here. Because I don't want to screw up. Now...
Fuel critical.
I think... Oh, that's not good. Alright, so our pistons are bowing, which is less than ideal. So let's see if we can fix that. This is probably going to snap it and break everything. Or it's not going to snap it and break everything. That's amazing. So now on this side I need to do the same thing, or else it'll just spin around and hit this one. There's 25. There we go. And come back over here. And come up here. 25. I don't know, that's probably fine. And I also want to give this thing a stone ejector. So I don't have one of those yet. Come on. We'll just eject the stone like way over here. I just don't want it to fall back in the hole. So we'll just do this. That's probably safe. You know, the real test is going to be when I can get this side flat with the rest of this, because right now it looks like it's working, but it's also on a hill. The real test will be over here, what cuts over there. Okay, so the rate downwards is still a little bit high. Alright, so it's nearing the rock now. I think if I put one hinge and just angle all the drills, it would actually do exactly what I'm trying to do. Alright, so angles are the way to do this. So I'm going to make a new one now because this has worked, but not as well as I'd hoped.
What?
Hey, check this out. Alright, do you see my screen?
That's a lot of drills.
Yes, yes it is. It's like 200 or something. So basically this articulation is the key. This is exactly what I want to happen. But I think I do have to make a pilot hole first. I don't think I can't time it. Like I'd have to have so many drills in order for the inside bore, like for each flute, like it's staggered. So there's 3 lines of drills, or 4 maybe now. I'd have to have like probably twice the amount of drills as it currently has, because I'm getting about 1/8 of a rotation around before it gets stuck, and it's gone too far down. And see, so it like runs into the ground here. So if I stacked up more drills, then I could probably clear 1/4 of the bore at a time per revolution, and it would be fine. It would never need to stop again. Coming in here. Oh no! Oh god! Oh shit!
Did you hit detach?
I hit detach. I wonder if it's close enough that I can just pick it back up. I'm gonna try, because otherwise I might cry.
Well, you can always just quick load.
I know, but I kind of want to see what happens if I just poke the pistons down. Oh, I'm on the wrong
yeah,
thing.
good point. Good point.
Let's see if I can just take this piston. Will it just go down and pick it up?
No energy.
Oh, I have that way slow. That's heartbreaking.
Don't you have to like hit attach or some shit?
Oh shit, I don't know. Do you?
I thought you did.
I've never done this before.
Maybe not.
Did I get it? No. Okay, it's halfway in there. Let's try this. Oh yeah!
Look left. Look.
Everything's fine! Start recording. Alright, so we're gonna bore a pilot hole.
What is up with your random ones that are coming down?
That's the original one. And then I was like, this is super big and I don't want to hit the wall. So I made it wider. And then I just left the other ones. As for why the rock eater is so long, I have no reason. It just is.
It just got away from you.
I didn't want to. Well, no, because it's multiple lines that I pulled. I just didn't want it to
Fuel.
fill the hole up with the stone. So I was like, don't roll back. I think I successfully made it far enough away that it won't roll back.
What did you go to 1.5 or 1?
I think it's a 2.
You're not fucking listening.
What? Recording. Alright, so we've made a big hole. And now that we've got the center board out, we're going to attempt to thread Mars. Let's see here. So yeah, you don't see a reason to keep all these drills, right? That just seems like a waste of power. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Alright, so there goes all of those. So now we're going to build a boring bar. Alright, so let's come out. So 10. And I think the way to do this might actually be let's come out 9, put a hinge. Also, I should probably stop the spinning so it's easier to build. Alright, hinge. And the drills. How wide should we make it? Let's do 5. So this is the 10th, because that's 9, 10, 4. I need one more. Oh god. How many drills do you think I should use? And do you think I should do that same thing I did before, or should I just have one set on the hinge? And just set it to the angle I want to cut at? That should work. I should just be able to set one on the hinge and set it to the angle I want to cut at.
Yeah, probably.
Alright, space engineers, let's see how well you let physics work. Let's actually go wider. 7, 8, 9. That's a decent sized road. Oh no! Oh god, why did I do it like this? Shit. I should have used... Ah! Okay, this is not helpful. I forgot to use conveyor blocks, so my drills are just gonna get super heavy. Well, that sucks. Alright,
You know what's even
so...
more impressive? I almost had this figured out in the time you've been doing this in a square hole.
How did you do it in a square hole?
It's not perfect. I need to work on like the actual deployment, but it's a better start than you've had so far.
Yeah, like honestly, the whole round hole thing is kind of bullshit. It's honestly not worth it. They look nice, but that's about all they have going for them. Alright,
Look
so
at my
that
stream.
is 10. Hold on. Another 10. I don't know if I actually need this many or not. That seems excessive. Let's see here. So now the hinge block, lower limit, negative 15. Velocity. Of course, that went upwards because f me, that's why. Cool, that was helpful. 15. This is the world's strongest hinge. It's the little hinge that could. That is wiggly. We're gonna save. Alright, so I had to recalculate this. So 19.5 times 2.5 times 2 pi over 60, 5.105, tangent 15, 1.367. That's way too fast. We need to slow this down. If I half this, then I'll just have pi over 60 instead of 2 pi. If I come back up to this one, 684, that actually seems reasonable. Divided by 23 is once again equals 0.03 basically. So 0.03, so that's at half an RPM. All the drills on, and advanced rotor, we're going to set it to 0.5 RPM. I don't think we're moving. I need more rotor juice. Rotor needs more power. Give the rotor all of the power. Alright, so it helps if you turn the rotor on. Then it will in fact rotate the way you want. Now what we've got is this arm that should slice a helix into the wall of the hole. So we'll come in here and we'll actually just stand on the arm so it doesn't leave us behind. And we will take the pistons and set their velocity to 0.03. This might be too fast, but this is what I calculated, so we'll see how it works. But looking at it now, I don't really have warm fuzzies about this. I really don't have warm fuzzies about this. Yeah, so that's not going to work. So 15 might actually just be too steep of an angle. Maybe let's try 5 degrees. Alright, so now we can come in here. Change our hinge to 5 degrees. See how that looks. Alright, that's a little shallower than I was hoping. Also take this row off. Alright, and now we're going to start the feed. Once we verify that the rotor is going at half an RPM. It is, good. So pistons. This should work, according to the math. Doesn't mean it'll actually work, but the math says it will. I can always slow it down more in case it's just too much for the drills to take at once, which it might be. It does look like it's going to hit pretty fast. Yeah, I don't think the drills can clear this fast. They're trying to, but they're just not. Actually, it's doing better than I thought it was going to. I still don't think it's great. Oh, it's high-centered again. So I still want to try for the 5-degree angle, because looking at it as it went into the ground, I think that'll be a good angle. But what I'd like to do is take the rotor and make it 0.25 RPM. So we'll have 0.25 RPM times 2 pi radians per 60 seconds. And that's going to be times 2.5 meters per block by 95 seconds. And that's going to give us a linear velocity at the tip of this one of 0.25 times 2 pi 60 times 2.5 times 19.5. That's going to give us a linear velocity of 1.276. And now we can use 5 degrees. 1.276. Tangent, 5 degrees. And that's going to give us, tangent 5. It's going to give us 0.11 meters per second. That's 50. That's the speed at this arm. So we actually need to divide by total distance now. We need to that gives us 0.04. Or technically 1. Alright, and this has been running while I was doing that, so this should be basically about the right speed now. It should have slowed down. It's still going to be 5 degrees, so our hinge is okay. We'll double check. Hinge, 5 degrees. So now we'll go up to our piston group, and we'll change our velocity to this. This is roughly half the speed that it was before. What might be the case is that I need to actually set the hinges to be like 6 or 7 degrees, just so that it can't get stuck right here again. I might set this to like 6. At small angles, they actually make quite a difference, so this might be enough to help it kind of just clear itself so the back doesn't get caught. You know, it does seem to be cutting, so this actually might be working. don't know if this is enough of an angle, though, to actually come around and not just take off the top again. I'm trying to decide if I think that the bar is level or not. I think it is actually still pretty level, so I think it's doing okay.
Energy low.
When we get to about here, we'll find out if it's going to work or not at this angle. This might be too shallow. It's going to be close. It's either just going to make it or it's just going to not, I think. But the ramp is definitely working. Oh, it made it! It did it! It's working! In fact, it's working well enough that I could have left the drills on them. It would have been a taller hole. I just had to give it some clearance. I think even going down to maybe like 7 degrees might also help it more. Just give it just a little bit more clearance. Can't tell if I just jammed it or not, though. I might have. Alright, so I'm actually going to reload this again and not mess with it this time and add that other line of pistons back onto it. Alright, so now we'll just leave it alone. So it looks like it might be worth doing another line of drills just pointing straight down on the back, just to maybe help prevent this part from happening like this. So I might actually need to reload a save, like 2 saves ago. But I'll let this run and see what happens. Alright, so it looks like once again it might have gotten stuck. Yeah, it looks like it's that same problem again. Alright, so I want to add another line of drills here. I also want to add some drills right here. So I'm hoping that these drills will help clear out underneath here. I'm a little worried that they might not actually reach far enough, but hopefully they will. Alright, so hopefully between the drills on the back and the slightly higher clearance angle, we'll be able to get this done. Maybe, maybe not. Let's increase the rotor torque. The rotor torque's all the way increased. Alright, so this is not doing what I was hoping. And what I think I might do is try to attach a wheel. Alright, needs to go a little bit lower than that. Not a ton. Being upside down, I don't know how the suspension will do. It might do something good, might just do something weird. If this works, though, that will be really, really helpful. Alright, so the wheel's moving.
Fuel critical.
As long as this doesn't get too tweaked out of shape, the wheel might actually work well. Alright, well that's not ideal, but it's probably fine for this test. It looks like I could have flipped it over, it would have been fine. Looks like I still could have used more angle down. Not really sure what happened to my drill here on this corner. Yeah, so the wheel seems to have solved all the problems, which, you know, makes sense. It's this giant cantilevered arm. You know, it seems to be working fine. I think the angle may be growing a little bit more rapidly than it should be, but it's probably alright. Alright, so now let's build a little car and test this thing out. This might actually be too long, but we'll find out. So first off, let's see how this thing's doing. Oh, it's all the way at the bottom. Wow, that was fast. Alright, well, it's done. We'll turn that off, and we'll turn all of the drills off. And there we have it. Alright, if I do that and then drive my truck in here, I think it'll be obvious.
Fuel critical.
Alright, so proof of concept. You can totally do it.
Fuel.
This is awesome. It worked great. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. This is how you can make a spiral road down into a mine shaft or something so you can get cars down to the bottom of it. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more, and leave a comment and let me know what you think of the spiral road. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if someone has done this before, but I haven't seen it. I haven't also watched all of the videos, so who knows. It's pretty sweet though, and hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you next time. Thanks.